What up, YouTube? What up, it's Fizz. What's up, Snappers? Check out some of my other content. This ain't my only video. If you have any video requests on anything, let me know. I'm multilingual. Whether I made the word up or not, doesn't matter. I do a whole host of topics, not just health and diet. Also do music and a whole bunch of other crafty things. So, subscribe to my channel. This video is gonna be about my ex-vegan update, post mercury filling removal, just healing overall on top of that, and my raw diet, the raw carnivore or raw paleo. We can just say primal. I eat all my food raw. Now with the meat, I've been doing that for about 2 months. Probably go sit over here or something. And I'm just gonna give my update on it. So basically, go sit down here. I'm just gonna name off the benefits, and although I have other videos talking about the benefits of raw diets and things like that, I'll start off with saying my sleep quota has gone down. Now, of course, I'm recovering, so all this is like subject to change, as with anything, but like I can just tell my sleep quota is down. So sometimes I only sleep for like 4 hours a night. I like waking up early, so sometimes maybe I'll go to sleep like earlier. But even when I go to sleep like later in the night, I only sleep for a couple hours anyway. I like waking up like real early, like I said, but I mean every day is a little bit different. It's not, I don't have like a strict resume when it comes to things like that, especially sleep. But that being said, I might like nap. I'll take naps maybe throughout the day or something, just like quick ones, and they usually last an hour, maybe 2 hours, usually like an hour and a half. But I do notice like my sleep quota has definitely gone down. Usually, I mean, it would be like 8 hours. So yeah. Also, I'm noticing with eating the raw meat, like when I wake up, it's just like I spring up. I spring like right up, which is fantastic. It's not hard to actually get up. And I'm not necessarily tired when I wake up. Again, the energy is through the roof, which is obvious. And I've been doing it for about 2 months with the raw meat, that is. And I love it, and I would never go back. I have other videos about this. About, you know, you could look, the thing I've been searching for 20 years of my life, there's a video going into a little bit more detail about, well, just that. I will say, like, also, like, there is no negative side effects, like, especially when you eat your food raw. Like, nothing can go wrong. There just really can't. Aside from like eating wise, like once you eat your food raw, which I advocate, there's nothing, like, it's like almost impossible to like be actually sick and in discomfort with the food. That is, you know, you might have a physical injury or something, or recover, but like it's only a plus. So it's only, I just want to say that everything's been a plus. There's not, and it's like what I've been searching for my whole life. And yeah, there is like no minuses, like there really isn't. What else I would like to say is, you know, obviously I'm feeling like better than myself, which, how do you say get better than yourself? Like the person I'm supposed to be, who I really am. I just feel like everything is enhanced, like all my characteristics, and I feel satiated, I feel satisfied. It's funny because when you eat the raw meat, it doesn't feel like you eat anything, but in a good way. Whereas before, when I felt like I ate stuff, it just felt like I was always starving and really didn't eat anything. Like I said, my mental clarity is there. I'm just like, I mean, everyone's their own individual person, so I just want to say like everything is enhanced, but it's the way I'm just more enhanced and more clarity and just better person overall. Like I said, the person who I'm supposed to be, the better person. And it really wasn't, it's, I mean, you could say there's effort involved, but, which there definitely is, but it definitely correlates to the diet too. To me, you know, to me, why make things harder? Again, I feel satiated. I feel like I'm getting everything I need real simple, whereas to making, like I haven't really had a salad in maybe like 2 weeks, maybe a week. That's also because I'm trying to really go towards like the meat and really trying to heal, and vegetable juices. But it's just like when I even do make a salad, it's when I eat raw meat, I don't flavor it. I just eat it just as is. It's as simple as that. And if I do eat a fruit, which I'm really limited and I don't usually do, I just eat the fruit. And when I even make my vegetable juices, they're real simple. They're just celery, they're just cucumber. I might throw some ginger in there, and I'm not doing none of that for any of this for taste. Like, I'm over taste. Food's not for taste. I don't do anything for taste. I just do it because I know there's benefits, and maybe to switch up the flavor and just heal. So like when I like making a salad or something, it's just like, yeah, you got to cut up the lettuce or whatever you're using for your base, the onion, and then you like, if I would use something, it'd probably be tahini, but tahini is just making me like get a lot of pimples. And then again, you use some sugar, which I would use raw honey, and then, you know, maybe I'll throw in some salt, maybe ginger. And if I'm not adding the tahini or the honey, I'll probably just use raw cheese instead, like raw cheese, and I would just eat raw cheese, cucumber with some vegetables, and that's it. Like, there won't even be no liquid. But you see, like when you get around to making these salads, I don't want to talk about being lazy, but it's just like I'm adding in all this other stuff, and then like I kind of get hypnotized into a flavor kind of thing. Like, now I want to add this. Oh no, I can add something more, you know. And then I never know when it's enough, though. It is primarily good for you, and you can't really get it good enough for something that's really good for you. It's just like I'm adding in all these things, and it's taking up time. And then how satiated am I going to be? I might overeat because, you know, there might not be like no meat involved or something along those lines. And yeah, so, and it's just like I'm adding all of these things. I know this video ain't about that, but I did want to touch upon that. And it's just like, when I eat meat, I'm just eating meat. I don't care about there is no flavor involved. When I make a salad or something, there is like some flavor involved, I guess, but it's just like a whole host of cutting this up and doing that and doing that. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but I feel like it's not worth it, and it's too much of a hassle, and it doesn't need to be done. So my mental clarity, sleep quota is definitely down. I just feel better. I feel like the person I should be, what I've been searching for my whole life. I feel satiated. I feel like when I do eat raw meat, and it feels like it just floats in. It just absorbs in with my body. It just like synchronizes. Yeah, that's pretty much it as of right now. I also like crave it. I actually do want it, and I will never go back. That's a whole nother thing. And I feel like it's greatly enhancing my recovery from the mercury fillings, recovering from veganism, and also just overall generally in my life, replenishing everything I need, and it's healing me at the same time, which is a plus. Like I said, there is no negative effects. Also, like, I know I said my energy's through the roof, but I only do calisthenics. But that's they're just, believe it or not, even though I am recovering and things, it's just so much easier. Everything, I can tolerate everything more. And if you want to touch on about like my personality, like how I said it enhanced everything, I'm more funnier. I can think more elaborate. Like, my whole personality is just improved, basically. And I see things from a different perspective. Just like maybe you could have a fear of eating raw meat because they installed that into you, but just like facing that fear and getting over that, then you realize, like, well, for me, like, all the bullshit that you've been told and all the lies that we've been told and things that are forced upon us, and you're just like, wow, you're not, they lied to you just about everything. And it's some things like, oh, raw meat, like, oh, like, I don't even think twice about it anymore. Not that I even really did necessarily, but I know you definitely could, and things like that. But I'm just grateful, and improvements are everywhere. So like my cognitive skills are through the roof. Again, I'm healing though, so there's that. Yeah, that's all I pretty much have to say. Again, like, you actually want to live life. Well, personally, I actually just want to live life. I'm not saying I didn't want to live life before, but it's like what I've been searching for through my whole life, and I finally got it. And it's just like, wow, this was it. Like, I've been waiting this long to find out this, because I always felt like my diet was missing something. No matter how much cooked meat I ate, I always felt hungry 30 minutes later. No matter what I ate, I never felt satiated. I always felt like something was missing. And then when I ate the raw meat, it's just like, oh, this is it. Like, it took all this long. And as of right now, I would never give up raw meat is everything to me now, because I've never ate a food that's felt such a profound effect. I mean, I feel it instantly. I've never ate any banana, no salad, no cooked food, nothing, and not even vegetable juices, though I do support them and like them and advocate for them. I've never felt this way when I ate, like, especially raw meat. Like, I never felt this way, and it's like they've been keeping a secret to all of us, pretty much. Of course, there's some people who know about this, and ambiguous people who probably never even gonna watch this video. Maybe. Yeah. I just feel like they were keeping a secret, but I'm fine now, and I finally got what I've been searching for through my whole life. And when I was touching upon the raw meat, like, it's all I need, you know? Like, it's all I could possibly want to sustain my life. That's all I could possibly want. Like, you could throw sex out the door, drugs, alcohol, pretty much any other abstract thing that's not really required. Now, I'm not saying I don't want some of those things or what, but as I'm just talking about the sex, I just, raw meat, like, it's everything to me. It's crazy, it really is. And some people get like brainwashed into thinking, you know, it's bad for you, there's disease with it. I'll do a story of the time I was food poisoned, but it was from, I'll just say it now, cooked food, and I felt it immediately, and it was from some deli meat that was back in high school, and I got super sick. But when something's bad for you, you'll feel it immediately, you know, and that's your body reacting. So, I mean, it's good your body reacts, but you'll feel it immediately. I guess another update, which, I mean, I kind of quit drinking anyway, but if I did drink, it'd be out of my own will and my own controlled ecstasy, I guess, if you could say. Though I don't really plan on doing it, but who knows? Especially in this recovery stage, it's nothing's set in stone, and nothing ever is. But especially right now, I mean, I did all my drinking before 21. Once I got to 21, I didn't even want to drink anymore. And I just don't have like, once you eat raw meat, again, your whole perspective changes for the better, and you won't want to do all these things that you may have needed to do before, like smoking weed. I never really smoked a lot, though I did smoke, like, occasionally every now and then, though I actually still am, I don't want to keep using advocate, but I still promote it in a way as it can be beneficial to people and things like that. And I'm not saying I will never smoke again, but once I start eating raw meat and stuff like that, I just don't want to do any of those things anymore. There's really no need to, because I feel I'm as high off of life. Like, it's a great euphoria and a great feeling. I mean, like I said, all of the subject to change, and I was never really addicted to anything at all. So if I do something along those lines, it's because I want to. I don't have no addictions to anything. And if you eat raw meat, it's kind of like impossible, because a lot of people get addictions anyways, and some of this is proven, some of this is well known, because one, they get taken out of their natural habitat, or forced to do things they don't want to do. That's why people develop alcoholism. Some people, you could even say a few, because they're so messed up in the head, or they're forced out of their natural environment, and things aren't how they should be. And I said this in one of my other videos, like, Native Americans, believe it or not, they all used to eat raw meat. The reason that they don't, or you don't hear about it, one, because they cover up the history, two, because they don't want you to know and spread all the other, they don't want you to be healthy anyway. But they forced all the Native Americans, they called them savages, they didn't want them to eat raw meat. And the reason why they started drinking, or overly drinking and maybe smoking excessively on marijuana, but definitely with the alcohol, and why they started going to war and getting bloody, they were peaceful people, they were nice people, they ate raw meat all the time. The reason that this happened, because the white people came in and told them not that you must cook your meat or we're going to kill you. They forced them, they moved them. You know what they did to the Native Americans in the US and pretty much everywhere else. But primarily for this topic, how they kicked everybody out and shoved them. And yeah, you can see what's going on here. Like, it's just quite ridiculous. So this is why some people do alcoholism or smoke weed, especially excessively, because I mean, some people want to out of mere wants, and that's fine. But some people don't know why they're doing it, or they're doing it because there's some underlying cause, which is why they don't even know, like, because like such thing as like a diet, your gut's messed up. Like when your health is not together, then you either get it together or you outsource it, which is the wrong thing to do, which a lot of people do. They outsource it and they try to, like, you know, smoke cigarettes. Anybody who smokes man-made cigarettes, and pretty much I would say like 99% of the people who smoke cigarettes in general are stressed out. It's just like obvious, like just so obvious when people smoke cigarettes for being stressed out. You can just tell. And yeah, I don't want to blabber on about this and that, because I know kind of trailing off into a bunch of other topics, though they are linked in a way. But yeah, that's primarily it. I guess I would say, but this is kind of like given my confidence. I'm more stable, like everything's more stable. All my acne's going away. Though I did pretty much cut out sugar too, which can't really tolerate anyway. But yeah, my body's healing too. And my confidence is pretty much like through the roof. The same with like the changing of perspective. And overall, I just feel like so good, especially when I eat raw meat. I just feel on top of the game. I would never want to even, I know for a fact I don't want to eat any other food than raw. And you could say that's extreme or not. If I had to, I would, but at that point, why? Food comes in its raw state, so why would I ever even go to the next point and cook it? Doesn't make sense. I know for a fact that I don't want to go back and eat anything cooked at all. So that's pretty much it about my 2-month update. It's been about like 2 months, I would say. It might even be a little longer. I don't write a lot of things down on the calendar and pinpoint it exactly. Yeah, so interesting talk and topic. If you have any video requests, let me know. I'm down to talk about anything. I'm not subject to one thing, and everything is subject to change too. I'm an honest dude. I'm a raw dude. I give raw truth and like to give, raise awareness about things, whether it's something you want to hear about or not. Though I guess you always want to hear it, whether it's bad or good. Just nice to know. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a like if you think the hair should go and I should maybe buzz it, or at least get it trimmed up. If you don't see my other videos, I had a bunch of facial hair on here and looking like a wild man. But I shaved that. So give me a thumbs up if you think the hair should go. Give me a thumbs down if you think I should just let it keep on growing. Leave your comment below in the experience box. I'd like to hear your fantasy and your tall tales and how things are going for you. That'd be excellent. Yeah, and you can check out some other videos too. Also have some music if you'd like to check that out too. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll subscribe. I appreciate you for viewing this and tuning in. This was a rather long video. Have a great day.